South Carolina, we are set for boxing action. Regilio Tuur and Bobby Brewer. Let's go to Rick Nelson, our ring announcer, for the introductions to our opening bout.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Greenville Memorial Auditorium. We are prepared for bout number 2 in the Madison Square Garden boxing here. Round number 2, or bout number 2, is 10 rounds in the junior lightweight division. This bout will be refereed by Charlie Hammond. The judges are Brooks Brown, Ted Manus, and Marge Hammond. In the blue corner, weighing in at 129 3/4 pounds, in the black trunks, from Denver, Colorado, with a record of 13 wins, 5 losses, 7 knockouts, Bobby Brewer. In the red corner, weighing in at 130 pounds, with blue and yellow trunks, from Whitestone, New York, with a record of 25 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 18 knockouts, Regilio Tuur.
Charlie Hammond with the final instructions. 24-year-old Regilio Tuur is now ranked number 4 in the junior lightweight division. Bobby Brewer is 27 years old, from Denver, Colorado. His last fight was September 5th in Auburn Hills. Scored a 4-round decision over Renell Dahl. One other fight this year, he fought in Johannesburg and was stopped in the 6th round. Reggie Tuur coming off an impressive win in his last bout. Tuur's last fight was in Belgium. Stopped Danilo Cabrera in the 7th round. That was October the 4th. And trainer Phil Borgia said he showed a lot of poise and maturity in that fight.
Sam, what Tuur does is set you up beautifully and then hit you with that right-hand bomb. And it is a bomb. Same one that put away Kelsey Banks in the Olympics.
Brewer will throw a lot of right-hand leads. Brewer's best fight was back in 1990, summer of 1990, when he beat the Soviet Sergei Artemiev. 6-round decision victory. He was off balance, a stumble. Brewer seems to be okay. Jab by Tuur. In watching Brewer fight Artemiev, Tuur was told by Phil Borgia to never throw just one punch, throw in combinations. That's what we're trying to do there.
And you can see Bobby Brewer, whether he gets hit with a punch or whether he slips a punch, he punches back. And that's why Phil Borgia told Regilio Tuur not to just throw one punch. Keep him up, keep him up. Let yourself hang out there, you get hit on the chin.
Tuur told by Charlie Hammond, the referee, to keep his punches up. Trying to go underneath to the body, a little low.
Let him go, let him go.
Tuur with a right-hand lead.
That sneak right hand. How do you like Tuur's trunks, Sam?
Nice blue.
And, you know, once these, you know, he's fought quite a few fights in Europe. Once they go over to Europe, they get all these, they look like a signboard after a while.
Well, tennis players do it. Boxers can do it too. Nice counter by Tuur. Oh, good left hook to the body. Finished that flurry.
That was the best punch of the flurry, Sam.
Right hand lead again. Brewer in some trouble. He's been staggered a little bit. Trying to get his legs back under him.
And there's that left hook behind the right hand.
Time winding down in round 1. Round 2 scheduled for 10. Your lightweights, Reggie Tuur in the blue trunks, Bobby Brewer in the black trunks.
And Sam, on the physical side, it looks as if Regilio Tuur is a much stronger guy than Bobby Brewer. Looks like he can outmuscle him. And Regilio Tuur also has the skills. So Bobby Brewer's got a tough row to hoe here.
Brewer took this fight on short notice, but he says he trains year-round, and he says that's part of the business. And no excuses. I'm ready. I've been in training. Well, he's got a tough task here against Reggie Tuur, who has been rising steadily in the junior lightweight division. So Reggie Tuur, this is his 8th fight of 1991.
And again, I like to see young fighters keep busy.
He had a brief lapse early in 1990. He lost the 6th-round decision to Fernando Rodriguez in Atlantic City, January 29th. Then February 12th, he fought a 6th-round draw in White Plains against Yoma Jacobin. And since then, it's been all wins for Reggie Tuur.
Well, he's got a good stablemate to work with in Kevin Kelly. I'd like to see some of those workouts.
Kevin Kelly could not be here tonight. Kevin Kelly back home in New York with his wife, who is expecting their 3rd child any day now. Any moment now, I'm told. Best of luck to the Kellys. Kevin Kelly is nearing a title shot in the featherweight division.
There are so many of these young Garden fighters, Sam, that are now ranked in the top 10 and ready to make their move. Should be a very exciting year.
Brewer is missing. It almost seems like he's a bit hesitant to step in because Tuur is getting the better of the exchanges.
Well, again, he's being muscled besides being hit with some good solid punches.
Quick left hand by Tuur. And the straight right hand scores for Tuur.
And then you can see Brewer again. When he got hit, he punched right back. That's what's keeping him in this fight.
Right hand lead, a sharp one by Tuur. Brewer trying to keep Tuur off him with that jab.
Well, Regilio Tuur has good head movement. He's tough to nail with those jabs. Slips the jab and counters.
Nearing the end of round 2.
Here we go. Let's watch Regilio Tuur throw this right hand right on the button. And here you're going to see Brewer. He's trying to peg right back, and he does, and lands a good left hook.
This is round 3. How'd you score the first 2 rounds?
I gave the first 2 rounds to Tuur, clearly.
Left hand by Tuur. One of the things that Tom Quinn, the manager and trainer of Bobby Brewer, said that with the win over Artemiev, it became very difficult for Brewer to get fights to help build up his record. Well, I don't wind up taking fights like this against Tuur.
Well, you know, again, I don't know why it would be tough. I mean, he's not a cutie. He's not a southpaw. He comes to fight. If you have confidence in your fighter, you should fight a guy like Brewer.
I agree with you. Brewer turned pro in August of 1988. With a 2nd-round KO over Joe Acosta. Good left hand scoring by Tuur.
Sometime in this fight, Brewer is going to have to stand his ground and try to back Reggie Tuur up. He can't fight the entire fight backing up and have any chance to win the fight.
I think Tuur may be too strong for him to do that.
Well, he does look much the stronger of the two, and he's the better pitcher, but whether or not he's as good a catcher as Brewer is something else again.
Caution from referee Charlie Hammond to watch the heads. Both fighters leaning in. Brewer has a tendency to do that. From leaning in with the head, leading in, and throw a right hand lead while leaning in.
Stop home, stop home. Put your arm there.
Brewer trying to get his hands free, finally does. Bangs Brewer, bangs him again. Tuur opening up, Brewer in some trouble, and a little wobbly.
Very
left hook
right now.
Tuur banging away at Bobby Brewer. The uppercut's a good one. Boy, as long as Tuur has a hand free, he's banging.
Oh, he's tough. But Brewer is not the kind of a guy that lays down, Sam. You're going to have to knock him down.
He's in real trouble right here.
And you can see him punching back, though, Sam. He's trying. Not that it's doing him any good, but he is trying.
walking into some tough right hands. Tuur being very patient here.
And you see Brewer is just flicking that left hand out now. He's not even really trying to land the punch.
Good uppercut by Tuur. Real good one. Tuur hanging in there. He's taking some big punishment. The wobbly Brewer is hit with a right hand. Shook him up again. Another right hand. Coming to the end of the round. And Bell helps save Bobby Brewer. Good round. Big round for Reggie Tuur.
Gotta remember the angles when you're finishing a meal. Come on.
Mike off leading.
Gotta remember the angles when you're finishing. Reggie.
Reggie, the trainer.
Okay? When you're finishing, you want to give him this, and you want to give him this. You want to stay right
See,
here,
Sam?
okay? Not a lot, just a little, okay, baby? Tee it up for me, slow. Good.
They just put his arms in his lap now. When Tuur came back to the corner, he draped his arms over the rope. That's one of the worst things you can do because your muscles are still tight. You're supposed to lay your hands in your lap, let your arms relax.
All right?
Had him up on the ropes for about 30 seconds.
I want you to bring that right hip with you. Get set, okay? Let's do it, honey. What time is it?
And here we can see there's a good left hook by Tuur, uppercut. Look how calm Tuur is setting this guy up.
Phil Borgia made me promise to say hello to his wife, Carmen, who's watching, and to his friends at Con Ed. So, Phil Borgia, I've done my duty.
All right, now what about if Tuur was behind in the fight? Would you still do that? Would you
Yes,
still say hello to his wife?
I promised him.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were one of these front runners, you know?
And that's an off balance and wobbly. Bobby Brewer went to the canvas, no knockdown.
Right now, Brewer is not trying to land any punches with bad intentions. And that's why Tuur is walking right through him.
Looks to me that a good, solid combination that lands might finish Bobby Brewer. He is real shaky. Tuur just waiting for the opening. Tuur got in a good right hand. It stopped Tuur in his tracks, and then Tuur countered right back.
That's one of the reasons they tell you not to lead with your right hand, Sam. Unless you come back with that hook, you're vulnerable.
Nice moves by Tuur. Straight right hand. Tuur has popped the jab very well.
And dug good left hooks to the bodies. Very, very good left hooks underneath.
Quick little flurry by Brewer. Brewer's doing just enough to keep Tuur off him.
But Sam, he can't win the fight back.
No, you're right.
Fighting defensively.
I think it's more of a fight for survival now. A lot of blood coming from the mouth of Bobby Brewer. Tuur banging the body. That quick uppercut has been really effective.
And you know, uppercuts, they really are very dangerous punches because they can bust you up pretty good. I know when I had guys training for big fights, I wouldn't let anybody throw uppercuts at them because just of the fact that they can bust you up.
Brewer got rocked by a left hook, followed by a right hand. Final seconds of the fourth round, and it's all Reggie Tuur. Reggie Tuur, right now it's a one-sided fight.
And Bobby Brewer is taking quite a beating in this fight, Sam. I don't know how much longer he can take it. He's going to have to make a stand and try to win or just forget about it.
He's trying, he's winging, but he's missing. surprising is that Tuur is waiting and letting Brewer take the lead.
And again, he threw that right hand lead, but he didn't come back with the hook, which is what Phil Borgia does not want him to do. There's another right hand without a left hook behind it. Borgia wants him to put those punches together, not one at a time. There's another right hand, no hook behind it.
A lot of blood coming from the mouth of Brewer. But he's game. Tuur goes after him now with solid combinations. Brewer very wobbly. The uppercut rocks him. Tuur closing in. Tuur coming from all angles, looking for the opening.
Very busy fighter, and very effective with his punches.
Again, that uppercut. Boy, he's really quick with that uppercut.
He sure is. But again, I'd like to see him come back with that left hook a lot more often than he's done, especially in this round. He has everything his own way, Sam. But that's what's enabling Bobby Brewer to stay in there. Nails him with one punch, doesn't come back with the next.
Stick that jab, Bobby. Don't get sloppy with it.
Jabs by Tuur. Oh, good right hand by Tuur.
And I think Bobby Brewer right now is swallowing a lot of blood, Sam. Mouth is a mess.
Just missed with that right hand. And Brewer just tying him up just to keep Tuur from punching.
There's that right hand again. But no what, Sam?
No left hook behind.
You got it, Sam.
You may have to have a talk with Regilio Tuur. But he'll listen to you.
You're listening to Phil Borgia, I'm sure of that.
Good right again. Real quick and real straight with that right hand. There's Bobby Brewer. Tom Quinn in his corner.
Get wrist tape, okay? Yeah, let me give you one.
Yeah, hold on to this still.
Wait on.
Take a look at Tuur throwing the left hand.
There's that right hand. No left hook behind it.
Bring it up. You gotta set him up.
Okay?
There's a good right hand by Tuur.
Then rock the village. You got me? You got me? Let's go. Let's go.
Phil Borgia has done a great job with Regilio Tuur and Kevin Kelly. He's had them since the amateur days.
And you can just see them both progress and get better and better every fight.
Both now highly ranked. Tuur in the junior lightweight division and Kelly in the featherweight division. Kelly is now up to number 2 in the featherweight division. Tuur up to number 4 by the WBC in the junior lightweight division, 130 pounds. This is round 6, scheduled for 10. And if you're keeping score, you'd be hard pressed to find much to give Bobby Brewer. It's been all Regilio Tuur.
I haven't given Bobby Brewer a round or coming close to giving him a round, Sam. The rounds have been so one-sided up to this point. But Bobby is fighting a fight of a survivor. He's not really throwing any punches with bad intentions. Looks like he's not trying to get Regilio Tuur angry. Left hook a little south of the border there, Sam.
Now, if you're Regilio Tuur, you know what's in front of you as far as Brewer. You've had 5 rounds to sample what he can give you. Should you go all out to stop him, put an end to it, or you continue fighting this kind of fight?
Well, he can set him up, and I'm sure get him out of there. Just a couple of things he hasn't done yet in the fight. He could establish his jab a little bit more by doubling it up. He hasn't doubled up a jab all night long. And when the guy gets a little tired and a little weary, as Bobby Brewer is at the moment, he can hit him with jabs. If he doubled up the jab, lifted up his head, then he can hit him with those big punches. But as usually happens, especially with young fighters, he hurt the guy with one punch, and he keeps throwing one punch at a time. That's why Bobby Brewer is still able to stay in this fight.
Tuur has been told a couple of times to keep his punches up. I think one more south of the border, and he may lose a point. Brewer throwing that jab out there, but it's not doing anything.
Well, he really isn't trying to land the left jab, Sam. I've had fighters that I've worked with, they've been throwing the same kind of a jab, and they come back at the end of the round and I say, listen, you've got to throw the jab so it goes in the front and out the back. And the guy will go, oh, and next round he'll really start to land the jab. It's lack of concentration on Bobby Brewer's part. There's that right hand again with no left hook. There it is again.
Quick left hook by Tuur.
But Sam, it's always one punch at a time.
We are late in round 6. 7. Scheduled for 10. Regilio Tuur in the blue trunks. Bobby Brewer in the black. Regilio Tuur pitching a shutout unofficially on our scorecards. And in total control.
Sam, it's not only that he's pitching a shutout. Bobby Brewer just seems to, he's not offering any sort of major opposition. Tuur is not in danger. There's no big punches that are missing. Bobby's just, by plenty of courage, managing to stay in there. And a little boxing smarts, but he's not trying to win any rounds.
I think a lot of the fight was taken out of him in those early rounds, Gil, when Tuur was really at his best and was throwing combinations at that point. Now I think Brewer's doing a lot of circling to try and stay away from Tuur.
It's a lot of side-to-side action. But if there's really anything to like about Bobby Brewer in this fight, is the fact that when he does get hit, as long as he's standing, he punches right back.
Good left hook. And that time he followed the right hand with a left, gets in another one. Brewer's in trouble, but he is fighting back. He is wobbly, he's shaky, and he keeps coming back. There have been no knockdowns in this fight.
There you can see Regilio Tuur using his muscle, using his superior body strength.
He does to use that right hand lead, Gil.
Yes, he does. I'd like to see him sharpen up his feints a little bit more. He really feinted like he meant it. The guy falls for the feint, then throw those combinations.
Brewer just going side to side, trying to keep moving and keep away from Tuur as much as he can. When Tuur gets in range, that right hand is usually landing.
Well, I would like to see Tuur try to double up that left jab.
Straight right hand stopped Brewer in his tracks.
And there's the ring smarts of Bobby Brewer moving out to his right. He's an experienced fighter.
Left hook, big left hook by Tuur, but Brewer countered.
And here's an example. He hit it right on the chin, Sam, and he's trying to throw punches back. But again, not with anything on him and not with any bad intentions. It's more or less to keep Tuur away from him.
Here comes the bell, ending round 7. Everton and Gil Clancy ringside at the Greenville Memorial Auditorium in Greenville, South Carolina. Glad you're with us for fight night. This is round 8, scheduled for 10. Our opening bout, Regilio Tuur in the blue trunks, Bobby Brewer in the black, junior lightweights, and it's been all Regilio Tuur.
And Bobby Brewer seemed to be in pain in the corner the last round, Sam. I think they were working on his left arm, but he really was grimacing and showing a lot of pain.
But here he is, out for round 8. Still circling, still moving. Basically fighting, as we've mentioned, the last several rounds, a survivor's fight. Very little offense from Bobby Brewer. Straight right hand scores, and Tuur follows up. Looks like he's going for it. Tuur banging away early in the 8th round. Scoring with some good shots.
And all different punches, Sam. Left hooks to the body, uppercuts, straight rights.
Brewer threw a lot of punches, but none of them landed.
Regilio Tuur has very good head movement. Besides all his other arsenal, he's a good defensive fighter.
Just missed with that combination.
But you know, he has nothing to punch off, Sam, because Bobby's not throwing any leads. He's going side to side, just staying in there.
Earlier in the fight, in the early rounds, Brewer was leading, and Tuur was able to counter.
Stop holding, punch out.
And Brewer keeps moving. Tuur just missing. Tuur not as sharp in this round as he's been in previous rounds.
Well, Sam, he forgot all about a left jab. Now he's looking to throw all hard punches. And it's tough to hit an experienced fighter with that lead if it's a hard punch. Got to set him up. He's feints with that left hand, Tuur, but you just don't see any good snappy jabs.
Time winding down in round 8. Tuur ready to come out for round 9. Bobby Brewer, since the, I would say, 3rd or 4th round, hasn't done much offensively.
And Reggie Tuur at least threw a jab to start this round, Sam. First jab I've seen him throw in a couple of rounds.
Tuur had a big 3rd round, landed a lot of big punches, rocked Brewer, and since then, Brewer has been moving, circling, and trying to stay away from Tuur as much as possible. Quick combination by Tuur.
And again, Brewer manages to get that one punch off every time he gets hit. A lot of missing by both fighters right now. Again, Tuur, finally, that's the first time I've seen him double the jab.
Brewer a lot less effective than when we saw him against the Soviet. Nice straight right hand by Tuur landing against the Soviet Artemiev back in the summer of 1990 when Brewer won a decision.
Well, he's in with a lot better fighter and a lot stronger fighter physically, Sam.
With left hook, finishes up the combination.
And now Tuur turns southpaw. He wasn't doing well enough the other way.
Just a quick different look to show Bobby Brewer. Tuur was tired of just holding the arms in one position.
This would be more exciting if they said, if the bell rings for the end of the 10th round, Bobby Brewer, you're the winner. You think that would change the pace of this fight a little bit?
Good left hook onto the chin of Brewer. And Tuur has been satisfied with chasing Brewer and just
one punch.
not unleashing any combinations or flurries. He's just been satisfied to go along steadily.
Closing the distance now, though, Sam.
And trying to go southpaw to close that distance.
He thinks he's Kevin Kelly.
And Brewer just circling. Tuur gets in, good right hand. No quit in Brewer, but not much chance that he'll do anything. All Reggie Tuur.
Serious about that. Instead of aiming for his head, aim for his throat, and that's going to catch him in his chin. You got me? You got me. Last round. Thank you, sir.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Tough night for Bobby Brewer. He's taking a pounding.
Let's take a look at some of this action now. You see Tuur stalking. Straight right hand, right down the pipes.
Keep the lateral movement. You know who you are, Bobby.
There's another solid right hand followed by a left hook and an uppercut. But you can see Brewer, he's always trying to punch back. I mean, he just is not there with Regilio Tuur, but he's trying to punch back when he gets hit. He never leads, never throws any kind of a lead, never looking to get.
Oh, good right hand by Tuur.
And that's the only time that Brewer really punches back.
Tuur's best punch has been that straight right hand.
Well, it always has been his best punch. Been his bread and butter.
Borgia still urging Reggie Tuur to use the jab, to concentrate on using the jab. Tuur has still been changing his leads, using the right hand lead, sometimes the left hook, as he did there.
A guy that's moving the way Bobby Brewer is moving, you're not going to hit him with, once in a while you'll nail him with one big punch, but you're not going to get him out of there that way. And if I was in his corner, I'd be telling me exactly the same thing that Phil Borgia has been telling him.
Tuur going back to the body. Well, he hasn't thrown many body punches since he got a couple of warnings to keep his punches up when he tried to go downstairs about 3 rounds ago. There he went underneath.
Maybe a little too far underneath that time, Sam.
Pretty combination by Tuur.
I think the fans are now rooting for Bobby Brewer to go the distance.
They know who will win. And Tuur just patiently waiting, looking for an opening. Brewer just looking to survive. He has another minute to go the distance with the highly rated Regilio Tuur.
And you know, Sam, you have to be in some condition to be able to dance around the ring and go side to side and take those punches the way Bobby Brewer has done for 10 rounds. He said he's always in the gym. That's the way I used to keep my fighters, by the way. That was their job. They were in the gym all the time.
No knockdown, a push.
And if he hadn't been in excellent condition, he would have been out of there long ago.
Started out with a lot of action, and the pace changed around the 4th round when Bobby Brewer backed off. And a lot of running, circling, trying to stay away from Reggie Tuur's power, and trying to survive. And now we've got the final seconds of the fight. And Reggie Tuur is about to rack up his 18th straight win. That's it. Should be a shutout.
Well, I have it a shutout, Sam. I have it 120 100, excuse me, to 89.
You want to add it up again?
That's it. 189.
I've got the same thing. I gave him a 2-point round in the third. And he had a big round. And this will be 18 straight wins since a draw February 12th against Yoma Jacobin in White Plains. Reggie Tuur will fight next January 31st in Belgium on the same card as his stablemate Kevin Kelly.
We had on so many times.
They do a lot of fighting in Europe. They fought in Belgium in October. They've gone to Holland several times where Reggie Tuur was born. They fought in Italy, in Curacao. I was going to say they fought in Callicoon, but that's not a foreign
Black and
country.
white cow gets you lost every time. But you know, Sam, that really seasons a fighter when you bring him to foreign countries, because there's always different conditions. You're fighting in front of different kind of fans, and it really makes a fighter more mature.
All right. Reggie Tuur waiting the official announcement. And let's go to ring announcer Rick Nelson.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Judge Brown has scored the fight 99-91. Judge Manus 191. Judge Hammond 191. We have a unanimous decision in the red corner, Regilio Tuur.
Well, the judges were kind to Bobby Brewer. They did give him some points. Reggie Tuur.
All right. Good, brother.
A very happy Reggie Tuur, chalking up the unanimous decision, one-sided victory over a game but outclassed Bobby Brewer. And Gil Clancy getting ready to talk to Reggie Tuur. We'll be back here in finish. Regilio Tuur took apart Bobby Brewer, winning a one-sided unanimous decision. Didn't put Brewer down. Brewer did a lot of running in the late rounds. And Tuur, when he caught up with him, landed the big punches. And the winners with Gil Clancy in the ring right now. Let's go to Gil.
Hey, congratulations, guys. Congratulations, Regilio. That was really a tough fight because, in my opinion, the other guy wasn't trying to win. He was just trying to stay.
He was trying to survive, and it's tough to fight a guy like that who doesn't try to win the fight, but runs all the time. You can't play the steady jab. My jab wasn't working because he was, run like I needed a bicycle to keep up with him.
Well, you know what happens when these guys don't throw any punches? You have nothing to go off, so you have to constantly try to cut the ring off and just get the guy in some position. But it's tough.
You have nothing to lead off, and he tried to come in the fifth round, and I was hitting him with so many hard shots. He started running again. These all fights to mature. The guy in him training said himself. I'm on my way to the world top, to the world championship, and you need fights like this.
I'm glad you mentioned that world championship. Bill, how close is he to a title shot?
Well, we're gearing up for the EBU. As you know, Reggie's from Holland, and we want to win that European Boxing Union title. And we're getting up in the rankings, and hopefully by the middle of next year, he'll be a mandatory in the junior lightweight, and we'll look for a title shot, WBA or WBC.
I like the way you guys are handling Regilio. It's great to season a fighter by bringing him to different venues to fight. Holland, Belgium, Curacao. I think that's the greatest thing. How do you feel when you go to these towns?
I feel great because different crowds, you learn to deal with different things, and I'm growing. I'm ranked number 4 by WBC now, and still growing and hoping to get there soon.
And well, I think you guys are well on your way. Now let's go back to Sam Rosen at ringside.
Regilio Tuur, Bill Bykoff, his manager, his trainer.
United States boxing team. It is the middleweight gold medal